Hello folks, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. Welcome to the shop. Y'all come on in and make yourself comfortable. Today we're going to make a really simple little project. It doesn't take that long to make it. Everybody needs one or uses one. Stay tuned and let's make this together, okay? Thanks for watching.
We're going to go ahead and mark our tenon now. And I've said this a ton of times, but it is so important. If you're going to use this method, make sure the only point that touches is the one nearest you. Now this tenon's actually going to be our foot too. We're going to start off by rounding that over and basically making it a little bead. Some of you have seen me do this before, so it's no surprise. Others may not be familiar. Basically, when you make that little bead, your chuck will grip it just fine, and you want to make it as close to the size of your chuck opening when it's closed as you can. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to do now, we're just going to kind of round over this outside edge here. You'll notice where my tool is here, I'm not cutting into that end grain, I'm cutting the side grain. Again, fairly light cuts. This is not where you want to be real aggressive. Okay, see we still have some flat side here. We want to take this to where this side is all the way curved. You can see we have a complete arc here, complete arc there, and two flat sides. So that's exactly what we want for this project. Okay, so now we're going to come in and basically give this just a little bit of a bowl shape. One of the few times you guys see me doing a pull cut. Primarily because with the tailstock there's no room for a push cut. However, notice I am cutting, not scraping. You'll see some guys, they come in with this almost completely closed to the face. Imagine if you spent a ton of time sharpening your pocket knife, and then just about the time you got it good and sharp, you put the sharp edge against sandpaper and rubbed it back and forth. That's basically what you do to your tool when you do that. The ability for it to stay sharp goes down to milliseconds at that point. We're going to hit this with sandpaper real quick, and when I say real quick, that's exactly what I mean. You'll see as I sand this. I'm going to go ahead and show you. We're going to start out with 80.
Hello folks, while I'm sanding this, go ahead and go down and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you like what you're seeing, share the video with a friend. If you love it, share it with everyone.
Sand that end grain real quick right now. You won't be able to get those flat sides doing this, but you can get that end grain. And when you get ready to do the side, you can just come in just like so and just sand the side. It won't take much when going along with that grain. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and hit that right now. We'll have that part done as well. Coming in with 150. That should do the 150. We'll come in with a 220. And finishing up with the 320 here. Let's take a look at that. Okay, looks great. And it would be time to rotate this around. And some of you are sitting there going, what in the world is this guy making? I think you'll see in just a moment, but I promise you it's something that just about everybody probably already has in their house and they use, hopefully on a basis multiple times a day. I know I do. Okay, so what we're wanting here is just a really light cut. We don't want this too thin, but we don't want to leave it too thick either. I'm going to shoot for about 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch on the outside. I think we're looking really good. We've got about the same thickness on the sides as we do the end. That means we've got our curve in the right perspective. So again, we're just going to eat this wood away here. How many of you have figured this out yet? If you figured it out, go ahead and put down in the comments what you think it is. I will tell you, I've seen a lot of these made of wood. I've never seen anybody turn one. That doesn't mean they haven't. It just means that I haven't seen it. Okay, we're real close to exactly what we wanted. I'm going to go just a little bit more. You know, guys, that famous one more cut. And for you new guys, that one more cut, that's usually the one that gets us in trouble, okay? Now we're going to come in with our parting tool, and we're just going to make some shallow Okay, you may have noticed I made those in the center just a little bit deeper than I did on the outside. And now we're going to hit it with some sandpaper. We'll start off with the 80 grit. We're going to go to the 150. Going to the 220. and finishing it up with 320. Now, one of the things that I recommend you guys do when you're doing this, see that little bit in the center? If you'll come in here with the 320 and just sand with the grain, once you get through with sanding on the lathe, it may not seem like much, but it will eliminate a lot of those little lines going around that. And since this is one of those things that's going to end up wet a lot, it'll cause that to raise up just a little bit. By putting those shavings in there, any little fuzz or anything that's in those lines, that'll knock those out. I've got this going as slow as it will go. And we're just going to put some boiled linseed oil in here. You know, you gotta love walnut when you hit it with oil. Just absolutely gorgeous. I want you guys to look real close at that. You'll notice that there's no marks on that tenon. Why? Because it's basically the same size as the chuck when it's closed. Okay, now when you get ready to start taking this off, you can carve it off. And I do sometimes hit it with a carving knife just a little bit to kind of knock the edges off. But the reality is, no more than that sticks out there. You can sand it off about as quick as you can carve it off. And then what I will normally do is just come in with a little 150, go with the grain, hit it just a little bit. 220, do the same thing. 320, and we're done. Okay, then we'll come back in and hit it with just a little bit of boiled linseed oil. And boy, this walnut is some that I've had for years. It is dry, and it is sucking up that boiled linseed oil. Okay, that's had plenty of time to set there. And so we'll wipe this off. That down in the grooves will just kind of soak in. I'm not too worried about getting every little bit of that out. Most of you probably figured out a long time ago that this is a soap dish, and you'd be exactly right. Everybody needs one. Everybody uses them, and it's just something different. I have seen a ton of them made out of wood. I have not seen any turned on a lathe. I came up with this idea, thought it might be something you guys might be interested in, so I decided to share. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.